Me. Greater than 27. Thought life with girlfriend was solid. We had fights, but nothing unusual honestly. One day boss let me off early. I thought hell yeah, surprise her tonight. Imagined pizza movie cuddles, everything perfect together. Key turned slow and lock heart racing. Door creaked open, sound echoed strangely inside. Then I heard laughter drifting from living room. Her laugh, sweetest sound, usually my favorite. But this time it felt different, completely wrong. Because mixed with hers another deeper voice. A man's voice, calm, steady, confident tone. My throat dried instantly, hands shaking badly. Stood frozen in hallway like caught guilty. But guilt wasn't mine this time, clearly. Questions slammed into me. Who is he? Why is he inside our place tonight? Before even stepping further, I already knew. Something in my world was about to shatter. I walked slow steps, heavy like inside dream. Turned corner into living room, finally breathing hard. There she was, sitting relaxed on couch. Phone in her hand, body language too loose. She looked up, shocked, eyes wide quickly. You're home early? She asked, nervous tone. Voice casual, but eyes betrayed flashing fear. Phone buzzed again, glowing screen between us. She swiped, instantly cutting call mid-ring. Who was that? My words sharp, dry. She smiled, strained, said, just a girlfriend joking. I almost laughed, bitter cold laugh instantly. Girlfriend? I heard man's voice seconds ago. Lie tasted sour, hanging heavy in air. Everything felt wrong, like mask slipping badly. She held phone tight, fingers trembling slightly. I stared at her, realizing truth unfolding. My chest filled with freezing emptiness inside. First crack splitting through house we built. And cold air seeped straight into bones. She kept smiling, but face looked fragile. Eyes darted quick, like cornered animal desperate. I sat down next to her slowly. Felt distance wider than any ocean possible. TV blared too loud, covering painful silence. I asked, you sure everything's fine tonight? She nodded, too fast, voice steady, fake. Yeah, why you asking? Eyes refused contact. My mind screamed, grab her phone instantly. So I reached hand toward it firmly. She jerked back, clutching device to chest. Don't, it's mine, she snapped, defensive instantly. That word mine hit me like hammer. I shot back, there's no mine here. It's ours, we're supposed to share everything. Her lips quivered, face pale under lamp. After pause, she whispered, low trembling tone. If you knew truth, you'd hate me. Those words crushed me harder than confession. Air heavy between us, suffocating completely now. My chest pounded, voice cracked, breaking apart. So there I is, truth, tell me now. Anger, fear twisting together inside stomach. She shook head, eyes watering quickly. You're wrong, it's not what you think. Tried touching my arm, I pulled away. Her panic raw, real, but confusing too. I couldn't read if guilt or fear. Truth danced cruelly, just out of reach. Every second stretched like eternity, endless loop. Finally, I stood, heart screaming for answers. Walked toward hallway, ready to leave instantly. She ran after, grabbing my wrist hard. Tears and eyes spilling down cheeks fast. Please listen, I can't explain right now. But it's not cheating, I swear, promise. Her voice cracked between begging and honesty. I wanted to believe, but fear stronger. Phone buzzed again, glow against her hand. She hid screen, shaking desperately behind back. And then my own phone vibrated suddenly. New message flashed, you deserve to know truth. I froze, staring at message on screen. Heart hammering louder than any thunderstorm outside. Her eyes wide, terrified, watching my reaction. I asked softly, who's texting me now? She stammered, I don't know, really don't. Voice cracked, nerves spilling out everywhere instantly. But timing was too sharp, too perfect. Her hiding phone, me getting message together. My brain spun wild, trying to connect. Betrayal or secret or something else hidden. Truth dangled right beyond reach, cruelly mocking. I stepped back, slowly breaking her grip. Air heavy like walls closing in tight. I whispered, if it's nothing, prove it. She shook head, tears streaming, uncontrolled face. You'll hate me, I can't lose you. Those words hit harder than visible evidence. My anger cooled into fear, confusion stronger. Didn't know whether hold her or run. Night cracked open, leaving me paralyzed completely. Later sat alone in dark bedroom. Phone on nightstand, glowing, unread message. I couldn't bring myself to open it. Part of me scared, truth worse imagination. Her muffled sobs carried down hallway faintly. Every sound twisted knife deeper into chest. I replayed moment again and again painfully. Her eyes pleading, words shaking but firm. Not what you think, I promise, please. If she's lying, I'm biggest fool alive. If she's truthful, I'm monster doubting her. Both choices stabbed me endlessly without mercy. I clenched fists, stared at ceiling, sleepless. Truth lived inches away, but untouchable. Felt like drowning, trapped between two worlds. Trust or betrayal, no middle ground left. My heart begged to believe her instantly. My head demanded answers, proof, cold facts. Caught between them, I slowly came undone, waiting for dawn like prisoner of fear. Morning came light, felt sharp, unforgiving. She made coffee, hands shaking, pouring slowly. I watched her every move silently from doorway. She forced small smile like nothing happened. My chest burned from silence, unspoken words. Finally I asked, who was calling yesterday? Her jaw tightened, eyes staring down, mug. Just a friend, I told you already. Anger boiled again, but doubt held strong. I whispered, then why hide your phone? She looked at me, lips trembling slightly. Because you'll think worst, even if innocent. Those words stabbed deep, because maybe true. I realized fear lived on both sides. Trust breaking even, without final proof visible. I left table, grabbed jacket, stormed outside. Needed airspace, clarity, anything but suffocation. Her voice followed, weak, please come back. Door slammed, echoing louder than my heartbeat. Outside world looked same, but felt alien. I walked streets, aimless thoughts tangled, messy. Checked phone every minute, expecting more messages. But screen stayed empty, silent, mocking me. Finally one buzz, nearly dropped in shock. Same number, texted. She's protecting you, trust. Confusion hit harder than anger this time. Protecting me from what couldn't understand at all. If true, then whole picture different completely. Maybe not cheating, maybe darker secret hidden. Fear of unknown burned deeper than betrayal. My mind replayed her words over again. If you knew truth, you'd hate me. What could be worse than breaking loyalty? I stared at text, debating reply endlessly. But fingers froze, couldn't type single letter. Truth dangled like bait inches from mouth. I hated being coward, but couldn't face. Went home eventually, heart heavier than before. She sat waiting, eyes swollen from crying. Silence between us spoke louder than screams. We sat opposite sides, living room, quietly. TV on mute, background nothing but tension. Her hands twisted together, restless, nervous energy. I broke silence finally, voice rough, dry. You gonna tell me truth or not? She looked up, tears filling instantly again. I swear it's not another guy, please. Pain in her voice sounded almost genuine. But doubt still coiled inside my chest. Then what the hell is happening now? She hesitated, staring at floor, breathing shaky. I can't explain yet, just trust me. Those words felt like blade twisting deeper. I slammed fist against table, frustration boiling hard. She jumped, scared, flinched back into corner. I hated myself instantly, but couldn't stop. Anger and fear mixed into one storm. All I wanted was truth finally spoken. But all she offered were half answers only, leaving me drowning in endless suspicion alone. Days blurred, tension heavier than concrete walls. We barely talked, just silent stares constant. Nights long, lying awake, hearing her sighs. Sometimes caught her crying quietly into pillow. Every sob shattered me, but hardened doubt. I wondered if love could even survive. With cracks spreading deeper each passing hour. My phone buzzed again, unknown number flashing. Text read, soon you'll know everything, hold on. Those words chilled me worse than silence. Because whoever it was kept watching. Kept feeding me crumbs, dragging me insane. She noticed glow, asked nervously, who's that? I lied instantly, just work, nothing important. Her eyes narrowed, suspicion mirrored mine perfectly. We were both drowning in secrecy now. Two liars under same roof, suffocating together. I wanted to break cycle, but froze. Fear of final truth bigger than anything. So silence kept eating us alive slowly. One evening couldn't take silence anymore finally. I grabbed her phone while she showered. Screen locked, but notifications flashed repeatedly fast. Same number, same hidden caller, every time. Heart raced, I almost smashed device instantly. She walked in, towel wrapped, froze, shocked. Give it back now, she shouted, panicked. Her eyes wide like cornered animal, trembling. I held phone tight, demanding, who is it? She shook head, whispered, you'll hate me. Tears streamed down face, dripping to floor. Moment heavy, my anger cracked into fear. Hands shaking, I gave phone back slowly. She clutched it tight, sank onto bed. Muttered, I can't lose you, not now. Her sobs filled room louder than thunder. I wanted to hold her, comfort truly. But rage, confusion still burned inside me. Felt like war tearing me apart completely. Next morning, kitchen smelled like burnt toast. She stood staring blankly, pan still smoking. Looked broken, fragile, like glass about to shatter. I stepped closer, asked softly, what's happening? She flinched, whispered, I want to tell you. Hope sparked inside, chest, heart beating fast. But then she shook head, backing away. Not today, not yet, please, not yet. Anger bubbled, but I swallowed words hard. I realized pushing harder might destroy everything. So I stayed quiet, poured us coffee. We drank in silence, mugs shaking slightly. Later that night, unknown number texted again. Truth will hurt, but save you both. I stared at screen, fists clenching tight. What truth could possibly save us now? Fear twisted inside me, worse than betrayal. Felt like standing at edge of cliff, waiting for ground to vanish beneath feet. Days turned into weeks, tension always growing. We barely touched, barely spoke anymore daily. Yet somehow both stayed stuck together tightly, like two prisoners chained by invisible rope. Every smile forced, every laugh cracked hollow. I missed warmth we used to share. But fear built walls higher every moment. One night, couldn't sleep, wandered to kitchen. Found her sitting alone, lights off, silent. Phone glowing, screen reflecting in her eyes. I whispered, who are you texting now? She jumped quickly, locking phone instantly again. Voice shaking, she said, it's not cheating. My chest tightened, hearing same old words. Then tell me what it really is. She opened mouth, closed it again, trembling. Whispered, if I tell you everything ends. That sentence froze me, colder than winter. I stood there paralyzed, unable to respond. Next day, unknown number called directly finally. Screen lit up, vibrating across wooden table. For first time I answered, shaking hands. Deep voice spoke, calm, measured words slowly. You deserve truth, she's hiding for you. Before I could reply, line cut off. I stared at phone, sweat dripping down. Girlfriend walked in, saw pale face instantly. Asked softly, what did they tell you? I snapped, so you do know them. Her silence louder than any confession ever. She reached out, hand, tears in eyes. Please, it's not what you think, promise. Anger flooded back, stronger than before instantly. I pulled away, muttering, I can't anymore. Her sobs echoed through hallway, chasing me. I left house, slamming door behind hard. Heart racing like animal trapped in cage. Truth now closer, but still out of reach. I walked streets, aimless, night air freezing. Phone buzzed again, same damn number flashing. Text read, meet me tomorrow, answers waiting. My stomach dropped, fear tangled with anger. What kind of game was this becoming? Was she cheating or hiding darker thing? Thoughts looped endlessly until sunrise finally hit. Next day I skipped work, drove downtown nervously. Waited at cafe, heart pounding every second. Door opened, stranger walked in, scanning room. Older man, sharp suit, calm presence heavy. He sat across, whispered, she's protecting you. I demanded, from what, tell me now. He sighed long, said, not my secret. Then left, instantly vanishing into crowd outside. I sat frozen, coffee untouched, skin crawling. Truth dangled just beyond reach, mocking cruelly. Went home, shaking hands, gripping steering wheel. Her eyes widened, seeing me pale, broken. She asked, where were you whole morning? I muttered, met someone who knows everything. Her face drained color, lips trembling fast. She whispered, oh God, they finally called. Panic flashed across her eyes, real sharp. I grabbed her shoulders, demanded, what's happening? She sobbed, shaking head, I can't yet. Rage boiled, I shouted, you're destroying us. She collapsed, crying hard, repeating, I'm sorry. Anger drained, leaving only fear, confusion heavy. I held her gently for first time. Felt body shaking like leaf in storm. My heart wanted truth, but arms wanted comfort. I whispered, I need answers, not silence. She nodded, weakly whispered, soon, I promise. Those words tasted bitter, but I clung. Because letting go felt worse than anything. Night fell heavy, both of us restless. House filled with silence thicker than smoke. Days dragged by, truth still locked away. She avoided eye contact more than ever. Phone always flipped, screen down on table. Every buzz made her flinch, instantly scared. I lived in constant storm of suspicion. Love and doubt tearing me apart slowly. One night, she sat beside me, trembling. Voice barely audible, do you still love me? I stared long before whispering, I don't know. Her face crumbled, tears streaming instantly hard. I hated myself for answer, but honest. She whispered, truth's close, please hold on. Those words twisted me tighter inside out. Felt like standing on cliff, blindfolded constantly. Didn't know if ground or abyss ahead. I kissed her forehead, weak, desperate gesture. We cried together, but nothing got fixed. Storm raged on walls, shaking around us. Trust dying piece by piece every second. Then one evening message arrived, different finally. Unknown number wrote, tonight everything revealed, prepare. My hands shook, phone slipping, almost falling. I showed her screen for first time. Her face drained color completely, lips shaking. She whispered, "No, not now, please no." I demanded, "Enough secrets, tell me truth." She cried louder, shaking head, violently resisting. Then phone rang, same hidden caller again. She refused to answer, pressed decline quickly. My phone buzzed at same exact time. Caller ID blank message, preview, glowing clear. Words read, "Time's up, you'll see everything." My chest tightened, breath stuck, throat instantly. She collapsed into couch, sobbing uncontrollably hard. I paced room like caged animal, furious. Truth now racing toward us, unstoppable finally. I felt life about to split apart. And no matter what, both of us lost. Night dragged, heavy silence filling the house. She sat shaking, holding her phone tightly. I stared, waiting for explosion to finally hit. Clock ticked louder, every passing second painfully. Suddenly her phone lit up once more. Same hidden number message flashing on screen. She covered it quick, tears streaming down. I snapped, grabbed my own phone quickly. New message arrived, words burned like fire. "She's been lying to protect your family." Rage, confusion slammed into me like truck. I shouted, "Protect me from what exactly?" She broke down screaming, "I can't say." Her voice raw, desperate, pleading with me. Truth hung between us, suffocating like smoke. I felt like stranger living in my home. Trust crumbled faster than I could breathe. Yet part of me still wanted belief. Maybe betrayal wasn't the real story here. Later that night, couldn't handle tension anymore. I stormed outside, pacing under streetlight, trembling. Phone buzzed again, number calling directly now. I answered, voice calm, deep, same as before. "Truth's about to break, everything stay strong." I shouted back, "Stop games, tell me." Line cut off, leaving me in silence. Heart pounded, chest burning with helpless fury. Went back inside, found her still crying. She whispered, "Please, whatever happens, remember I love you." Those words hit harder than all suspicion. I sat down beside her, shaking badly. Wanted to believe every word she said. But doubt carved scars too deep already. We held each other like end of world, waiting for bomb to drop anytime soon. Fear heavier than any betrayal imaginable. Truth felt closer than ever, but poisonous. And I wasn't sure I could survive it. Sunrise came, but peace never followed us. She looked, broken eyes swollen from crying. I felt hollow inside, barely holding together. My phone buzzed sharp, breaking morning silence. Message read, "Check her drawer for truth." Heart stopped, palms sweating as I stood. I walked slowly into bedroom, trembling badly. She shouted, "No, don't, please, not there." Voice cracked, full of terror, not guilt. I pulled drawer open, hands shaking violently. Inside, stack of letters sealed with tape. My name written across each envelope clearly. I turned to her, demanding, "Explain now." She collapsed on floor, sobbing uncontrollably loud. "I wanted to tell you myself, please." My chest caved in, reading first line. Words blurred together, heart racing endlessly inside. Letters not about another man at all. They revealed family secret hidden for years. And she carried weight alone to protect me. I sat frozen, clutching letter, trembling worse. She crawled toward me, whispering broken words. "I didn't cheat, I swear on us. I just couldn't destroy you with truth." Her tears dripped onto carpet, soaking silently. Inside, letter names, places, stories I never knew. Things about my parents lives before me. Dark choices, debts, mistakes, buried deep forever. She'd been talking to someone who knew, begging them for silence to keep me safe. My anger drained, replaced by sheer confusion. Pain still real, but story changed completely. I realized doubt already poisoned everything between us. Couldn't tell if love strong enough to heal. She reached for my hand, shaking nervously. I let her hold it, tears burning. We sat together, surrounded by lies heavy. Truth finally exposed, but cost unimaginable already. I held letter tighter, heart tearing apart. Truth wasn't betrayal, but still cut deep. She whispered, "Now you see why I hid." Her eyes begged forgiveness, drowning in fear. I sat silent, storm raging inside me. Betrayal of trust burned same as cheating. Even if reason different, pain still real. Love and doubt colliding, breaking me completely. Phone buzzed once more, final message appeared. "Now you know everything, choice is yours." I looked at her, shaking hands, trembling. She whispered, "Please don't leave, not now." My chest heavy, couldn't form clear words. Maybe she saved me, maybe she broke me. I'll never know which truth matters more. Silence stretched between us, endless, unbearable, heavy. I stared at letters, then back at her. Realized future balanced on knife edge tonight. So tell me, would you forgive silence? Or end everything to protect your own heart? Drop your thoughts in comments right now. And don't forget to like this story.